Just want to make a little follow-up vid to some of our Amazon fulfillment center people. It's going to be a rough one coming up here. Yeah, it's been rough in the stock market. Those are just advanced signals. But what's going to happen is, if you're involved in any, and I do mean any type of company, where basically you're importing from China, which is a lot of you. That's why we're going to see shelves close. And just, you know what? Like right now, I'm looking out in the distance here at the 10 freeway, main artery between Southern California and Phoenix and the rest of the country. This is it, baby. This is the main highway. The 15 takes you up. It's north. This is the one. This 10 freeway right here, anything that goes between LA, Southern California, and Phoenix, beyond Phoenix, along the southern route, which is one of the most popular because it never gets snow on it pretty much, and very little rain. I think 2 years ago they closed the freeway for rain. It was a bad hurricane, but other than that, this is always open. I'm not just saying this because I want to be cute. I'm not just saying this. I would come up in the same spot 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 months ago, and I would see way more truck traffic than I see now. Oh yeah, I see a lot of trucks still. There's trucks, but it wasn't like, it's just not like it was. Even I can tell. Like right now, it's like 1 p.m., roughly 1:30, so this is peak trucking hour. This is going to be your peak trucking. This is when you're going to see a lot of truckers, right at noon. It's not morning. It's not evening when they're winding down or still sleeping. This is when a lot of these guys are driving. Sure, a lot drive at night to avoid the LA traffic, but most are driving in the daytime. I just don't see the traffic like I used to. Now you're saying, well, I still see a lot of trucks. Yeah, of course you do. But it's not like it was. I would see at least 25% more. It would be, you'd see more care. It was just more. I could just tell you. Just now, this could be anecdotal. Yeah, if Trump wasn't elected president, you're going to be in for some rough ones. And there's some people out there like Base Oracle relies on Etsy, whatever. You've got other people that sell imported goods from China. I just want to say, you heard it from me first. You're going to hear it from me first. You're not going to hear it second or third, first, or close to the top. Trump is purposely fucking you people. You notice how, as the economy gets worse for most of you people, his sons are going around collecting speaking fees. The first Trump term, they didn't cash in. This Trump term, they are cashing in. Because you saw what the Bidens do. He's doing it too. His sons are cashing in big time. They started some executive club for $500,000 a year because they got access to daddy. We all know what it's about. I mean, it's just... So his sons are getting richer with that Liberty Mutual, whatever. As his sons get richer off their grift, you're getting poorer. So you folks that used to live in super nice homes that were big, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 square feet. Just you by yourself, maybe you and your pets, maybe you and another person. Am I saying those days are over? Am I saying those days are over? They're coming to an end. They're coming to an end. You who wasted money on crap, you who blew shit, it's coming to an end. And I can't emphasize really enough, I want most of you to know you heard it from me first. You didn't hear it from somebody up the street. You didn't hear it. What I'm saying is this country, I've been saying this country's over. With the anti-Semitism on the rise, look at any society where anti-Semitism flourished or started to rear its ugly head. whether it's Nazi Germany, whether it's anywhere. First of all, can you imagine any society getting rid of the Jews, the most intellectual people of all? Your brains. That's like saying I want to cut my frontal lobe out to spite my face. Think about it. Why do I get rid of Jews? They're like the most shit. The Jews are like the most. What do you say? Like they're not forcing themselves on you. They don't want you to convert. They're not like the Druze, where you can't convert to being a Druze. You're either born one or you're not. But yet we're not like Catholics, Christians, where anybody can. Like I can become a Christian tomorrow. How? I believe Jesus saved my ass. He died for my sins, and I go to church. I'm a Christian. You just can't walk into a temple and say I'm a Jew. It doesn't work that way. You're going to take a couple of years. Like people that I know that converted to Judaism, it takes a year or two. We want to make sure you're the right fit. We just don't take it. It's not like Islam where, then you got Islam where they're ready to live by the sword, die by the sword. What I'm telling most of you people, and you heard it from me first, if you're not going to stand by Israel, don't. But when Judgment Day comes, it is what it is. What I'm saying is your businesses now. I know you're going to blame the Jews for the tariffs, right? No, the Jews are not to blame. Trump is. Well, the Jews put them there. No, MAGA put them there. 1.7% of the entire population did not put them there. So don't fool yourselves. It's just, you know what? Here's my theory. When you start scapegoating Jews, show me one society where Jews were scapegoated and persecuted that are around today. None. But I'll show you one land where they lived, but the Jews have survived on their own. So this notion that Jewry is going to go away just because Hitler or somebody else is just such a false premise. Hitler was such a brave man, Daryl Cooper, he blew his brains out. I know, you're probably thinking he did. No, he did. What I'm saying is, and let me repeat myself again and again and again, because you're going to hear it here first. Most of you don't have any clue what's in store for you. And do I feel bad for most of you? Yay and nay, yes and no, maybe, maybe not. Depends who you are. I look at it as an individual basis. But I will say one thing. All of it is coming to an end. Every bit of it. I see it all crumbling. The forces from without, the forces from within. It's all starting to spiral out of control now. And it's going to affect a lot of people. A lot of people that weren't prepared for this. I was always prepared. How was I prepared? Paid off house, 216 car payment. I just made sure that whatever Social Security paid me, I could live on that if I had to. That's what I prepared myself for. In other words, the second coming. But like my HOA is like $300 a month. Includes golf, okay? My property tax is like maybe not even $100 a month. It's cheap. What I'm saying is, we don't have high property tax. Wait, my electricity is paid for by my health plan somehow. My electricity is like $45 a month, $50 a month. My health plan gives me $65. That covers my utilities. My cable is like $30. My phone is $50, $55. I mean, it's like I don't have cable TV. I mean, my Wi-Fi. What I'm saying is, and what I keep telling all you folks is, your ways of life are coming to an end. Don't base the future on the past. You don't know what the future holds. I'm telling you what it holds. What it holds is turbulence. What it holds is just empty shelves. You won't be able to find certain things. And then what will happen is, let's say some American company is making something to offshoot that. They're going to realize, well, hey, I can jack the price a little because they're already going to pay 125% tariff. It's going to bring everybody to its knees. Tariffs do not work. The Republicans have always been against it. Kings are for tariffs. Idiots are for tariffs. And what I'm saying is, a lot of you just are not going to see the other side of this. A lot of you may have a successful business today. Look at Sears Roebuck. That lasted over 100 years. It's gone. Look at these places. Like General Motors rebounded, but it was almost extinct. Amazon probably won't be around in 100 years. What I'm saying is, just because you have a little slice of the pie now doesn't mean you're going to have it in the future. Too many of you, and I do mean too many of you, have been barking up the wrong tree of materialism, selfishness, egotistical drive, and now it's catching up to every one of you motherfuckers. And you know what? Quite frankly, I'm happy. Because I prepared for this. I toughened myself up so that when the shit got down to the brass tacks, I could survive. All right, I've made it 67 fucking years, so I must know something you motherfuckers don't know. I've been making it 67 years. Wait. What does he know that I don't know? He made it. I made it. I got to the other side. Most of you will not. Most of you have nothing going for you. Let's be honest. Let's be fucking honest. I am.